So, hey, what's going on? Good evening there, everybody. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little transfer news edition for you. Just the latest rundown of the evening's Man United news and latest goings on. Not just transfer news, but just general Man United news as well. We're going to get into it all this evening in this show. Hello to everybody in the live chat. Steve H, what's going down, sir? Sin Games, how you doing, mate? Where are you? Let's be having you. James T, welcome in, son. Vincent Bullock, no, you're early, my friend. Griffo Chaz, what's going on? Lamonje, Steve Kananji, Nas, FC Football, John Adair, Toby Curtis, Jay Tanky, how you doing, man? Anthony Okonkwo, Cockney Red, Rosh Mano, Sub 2, Haroli, Wiggy, Batman, and everybody, all the legends. Thank you so much for getting in here for the start of the show. Yeah, nice one. We've got all the latest goings on today, so we're going to be covering all the Martinez updates and everything else we've got for you this evening. So strap yourselves in, baby. Do us a favour at the start of this show. Smash the like on it. You know the drill by now, folks. Shouldn't have to keep reminding you. Drop a little thumbs up on this video if you haven't done so. Smash that like button. Give it a share around on the social medias if you want as well. That helps us out. Get yourself subscribed to the channel as well. Have your say in the chat. You only need to be subscribed for 0 seconds in order to chat. So make sure you subscribe, get yourself involved, and have your say throughout. We do dip in and out. If you're new to the show, we dip in and out the chat. Hey there, Bell. What's going on, sir? Mohammed, James, Kestra, Sativa Breeder, Liam the Football Gamer, Chris Baker, Chris Barker, I should say. Sorry, Chris. Hakeem Gaming, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, plenty to get into. So we know that the Martinez deal is all but done between Manchester United and Ajax here for a reported 55 million euros. The situation there is, of course, it's just the finalisations taking place. We've got an update, in fact, from James Ducker that reports that Lisandro Martinez will be announced once a visa has been approved. So just maybe a little bit of time it takes in order to get this visa approved. He's due to sign a 5-year contract, reported just around about £120,000 a week. So, just to give you a little bit of an update there, what's going on, there is, of course, visa that needs to be obtained before that he can then ply his trade in the UK. So that's going to be taking place. Obviously, medical completions and things like that, paperwork's completions, no issues there, guys. This guy is a red. So get in there, my son. Let's get a hashtag welcome to Manchester in the live chat there, everyone, for this guy, Lisandro Martinez. It's a good signing. It's an Eric Ten Hag signing. And also get your rating out of 10 in the live chat for what you think of this signing right off the bat, guys. I'm going for a cheeky little 7 out of 10. The reason I'm not giving it higher is because it is a lot of money. We've paid a significant amount of cash for this guy, 55 million euros. Maybe that price tag was pushed up a little bit as well because of the Arsenholans sniffing around and putting in bids early doors, 30 million, 35 million, put in some bids, didn't they, the Arsenholans? So if they weren't interested, we probably would have gotten for a little bit less money. But even so, I can live with it. It's not my money. It's only the Glazer shithouse money anyway. Take it from them, put it onto the pitch. That's the idea. So, yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. We got the guy. 4 out of 10, says Grant. Griffo Chas says 7 out of 10. He agrees with me. Sativa Breeder says 8. John says 8. 7.9, says Steve. Very precise, lad. 8 says Nas. 7 says David. 9 says Liam. You want to see what he's like first, says James, so 0. Are you for real? Oh my God. 0? 7.5 says Dean. We paid a little over, but I'm still happy. That's how I feel about it as well. Muskplay says 7. 8 says don't care about the money. Sorry, Josh says 8, don't care about the money. It's not ours. Oh, I tell you what, I agree with you, United till I die, mate. It's an absolute shambles, isn't it? Everyone was bidding to stitch you up, says Sub 2. There you go. Arsenal have an interest, just pushing the price up a little bit, really. 7, says KKB. Yeah, so everyone around about the same. Haroli thinks 8. Chris Barla says 8.5. So we got quite a few high ratings there as well. Look, this guy, 24 years of age, Argentina international, can play defensive mid, can play centre-back, could play left-back if you need him to as well. Versatile, a bit of a terrier, physically good for a small guy, good on the ball in terms of passing, dribbling, all those sorts of things. His distribution's excellent. So, yeah, we've got a real good player. And you know what it means, hopefully, guys? Hashtag Slabby out. Zane Miasi's got in here raw. What's going on, Zane? How you doing, dude? Thank you for another super chat. Zane, what's this? I don't even want to look at this. I don't even want to read it. Let's read it. He says, he was a reserve player for us anyway. You have not signed anyone to improve your attack. Zane Miasi, what, you were going to be spending 40 million quid? Mikel Arteta is desperately trying to sign Lisandro Martinez. Multiple times you had two, perhaps even three offers knocked back, mate. What happened is there became a realization from Mikel Arteta and from Arsene Hollands that we weren't going to get his guy because clearly Erik ten Hag is the guy that he wants to go and play for. And Manchester United is a better club than Arsene Hollands. So from that point of view, it was quite an easy choice for him to make. And once the Arsenal got wind of that and realised, hey, you know what, we're actually the melters in this situation, they decided to go and melt off, bud. So, you know what? No, Zane, that's not the case. A reserve player for you. He would walk into your team, Zane Miasi. Rosh Mano says we've got 68 likes. That's awesome, guys. Thank you for hitting the like. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this video. Drop a little cheeky like on the video if you're getting in here and have your say in the chat raw. Hey, what's going on, Scouser on the Wirral? How you doing, bud? James says attack isn't here. Defender says James T. Yeah, no, I think what Zane Miasi means is we haven't signed anyone to improve our attack. So we've signed a defender, which is, of course, Lisandro Martinez. We signed Malacia. I mean, I hate to break this to you, to be fair, Zane Miasi, but Christian Eriksen is an attacking player. He's a creative player. But also, like I've said to you many times, Zane, at this moment in time, as things stand, we've got Ronaldo in the team. And so, therefore, surely, as long as he's going to be playing for us, you know, it's possible. And there he is, guys. There he is. Need I remind you, wearing the Man United shorts on his Instagram, my son. So, but anyway, just enough of that, saying. Thank you very much for getting in here, though, bud. Peter Fretwell says if Ronaldo wants UCL, he should go to Spurs, says Peter Fretwell. Are you Zane Miasi's brother? Peter Fretwell, what's going on? Are you Zane Miasi in disguise? No, I don't think so, bud. There's no way that Cristiano Ronaldo would want to go to shithouse Spurs, bud. Sorry to say. He wants to go to one of the top clubs in Europe if he's going to go anywhere. And as it stands, guys, just to get onto Ronaldo then, look, as it stands with Cristiano Ronaldo, folks, he's not really going anywhere, it doesn't seem. So Oliver Kahn, some more quotes from Oliver Kahn from this evening, or from earlier on this afternoon. Maybe it was this evening. He tells Bayern, I love Cristiano Ronaldo. Fantastic player, but every club has a philosophy, and I'm not sure if it would be the right signal for Bayern and Bundesliga if we signed him now. Such a move does not necessarily fit with our ideas, he added. So it does not really seem like there's that much intent from Bayern Munich at this moment in time to sort of pursue a Cristiano Ronaldo deal. Zane Miasi comments with a super chat. Zinchenko is better than the B-Tech Gabriel Heinz's baked beans. Odegaard better than Eriksen. Oh, piss off, mate. Don't even make me laugh. Eriksen's been carrying the Denmark national team for the last 10 years. Had a really good career at Spurs, went over to Inter, won some things. Come on, Odegaard's a fucking absolute bloody melter, my son. No, he's a good player. He's a good player, but he's not as... Eriksen's the better player, if you ask me. Certainly, he's had a better career. If you ask... Yeah, guys, let's ask the live chat. Who's better, Odegaard or Eriksen? What the fuck? Anyway, thank you very much, Zane. Zinchenko, B-Tech Gabriel Heinz's baked beans. Are you talking about Tyrone Malacia here, bud? I don't really... You're a disgrace, mate. I mean, to be fair, this guy is a 22-year-old guy who's come in. Ten Hag's probably handpicked him because he obviously knows what he's going to get from him. He's going to get a quality player who's physical, both good going forward and defensively strong and tough to beat. And that's what we're looking for, mate. And we can nurture him, develop him. He's only 22. Well gel. Hashtag well gel. That's what's going on here. What it is that Arsenal fans are pissed off because there's multiple players now that they're losing out to rivals. Arsenal want them. Arsenal are trying to get them. They're scratching around. And then ultimately they lose out to a rival for them. It's happened to us with Lisandro Martinez with us. It's also happened with Rafinha, etc. So, yeah, come on now. Anyway. Thank you very much for that, bud. Eriksen says Kestra. Eriksen says Josh Lee. Eriksen says Johnny. Exactly. Thank you so much, John Xanthopoulos, mate. Appreciate that, my man. Get in there. Really nice of you to say so. Maradonaldinho, thank you for the £5 super chat. He says, sorry for the misinfo earlier. Genuine mistake. Found the shirt. Hashtag apologies. Hashtag I feel bad. Hashtag Maradona dickhead. Mate, listen. Don't worry about it, man. It was only a bit of banter at the end, mate. You obviously weren't trying to put in misinformation, but yeah, you did say multiple times that you couldn't buy a Ronaldo shirt in the store, and we were just merely highlighting the fact that that was not the case. Don't worry, Maradonaldinho. You're all good, man. Let's get some love hearts in there for Maradonaldinho. Once again, thank you so much for being a channel member and also for the super chat, you legend. I appreciate that a lot. You've got nothing to worry about at all, mate. You're absolutely spot on. It was banter. Zane Mayatsi with another one. Will you chill out, Zane, mate? Trying to do a new show about United. Nobody gives a toss about your poxy club, mate. He says, United fans, we finished way ahead of you. Last season, that's how bad you were. Fucking hell. Zane Mayatsi on some good shit tonight, guys. What's that all about? Mate, are you for reals? He thinks that for a start they finished fifth, right? Which is literally one place ahead of us. Same prize, the same prize, which is Europa League guffness. So if that's finishing miles ahead of you, saying this is what's wrong with Arsenal, really, and Arsenal fans in general. No disrespect to Arsenal fans in general, but I think the word just delusion does or delusions of grandeur is what I would say. Solskjaer99, thank you for a super chat, my son. Let's get a Sue in the chat for this legend. He comments, Ericsson, BTEC Modric, Odegaard, Key Stage 3 Brekkie Club. Mate, he's on those Fuzzbuzz books, you know what I'm saying, dude? Along with Slabby Maguire. Griffo Chaz, thank you, says, I've heard if you order Ronaldo on the back of a shirt, they send you one with Maguire instead. Oh, mate, classic shithousery going on. Right, anyway, let's get back on track. Oliver Kahn, not liking Ronaldo too much. He said as much. There's the quotes from him. Oh, he said, I love Cristiano Ronaldo, fantastic player, but every club has a philosophy, and I'm not sure if it would be the right signal for Bayern and Bundesliga if we signed him now. Such a move does not necessarily fit with our ideas, okay? So pretty gash-tastic there for any Bayern fans who are looking for Ronaldo to go there. It doesn't seem like there's that much interest. Also, more further comments here. Bayern manager Nagelsmann, he's been talking. He said, I saw all the rumours on my interest in signing Cristiano Ronaldo, but that's not true. So there you go, really. There you go. Apparently, there's not really that much interest from Bayern. Also, Bayern director Hassan Salihamidzic earlier on said, I respect Ronaldo's successes in his career, but once again, that was and is not a topic for us. So everybody you ask who's connected with the club in terms of the hierarchy, people like presidents, board members and managers are all saying no, they don't want Cristiano Ronaldo. So even though there's this link with obviously Lewandowski is going to be going to Barcelona and they need to sign a new player, what is essentially the case, I think it's not really fitting in with the philosophy. As you can see, every club has a philosophy. I'm not sure if it would be right signal for Bayern and Bundesliga if we signed him now. Because I guess what they're signing is a 37-year-old player. Maybe they're looking for somebody who's a bit more on the up rather than somebody who's 37. He takes huge amounts of money as well in terms of wages in order to bring him in. Plus, Man United don't actually have to sell this guy. So if we did, if we did sell him, it would be for a reasonable amount of cash. Are Bayern prepared to take a punt on a player for 20+ million maybe for a guy who literally only has maybe a couple of years for them? I say that. I mean, come on, they're paying Robert Lewandowski a lot of money before this, so desperate to keep on of him. They need somebody to replace in terms of bringing, extra monies into, or extra goals, I should say, into the club from not spending a huge amount of money up front. And look, if they could get Ronaldo for 20 mil or something, it sort of represents a bit of good business for them, in my opinion, because he would score goals, he would add to his Champions League tally, of course, he could win things, but also, he would obviously make them money as well. It's not just expenditure when you've got Ronaldo at your club. He's going to make you a lot of money. I mean, look at this handsome bastard, guys. He's going to be marketing. It's your marketing team's dream. So, so definitely in terms of who could be interested in him, you would think that Bayern would be interested in him with Lewandowski going. But you know what? He's not. He seems like they're not. Seems like they're not interested in him because of his age and maybe the amount of money it takes, etc. They don't want to get involved, right? So, yeah. So Nagelsmann doesn't say it's not. He just says it's not true. So pretty simple, really. Hopefully Ronaldo stays. There's a lot of different clubs that have been discussed as potential places that he could go, but as time goes on, it seems like the candidates are being whittled down day by day until hopefully eventually there'll be nobody left. We've understood that maybe PSG are taking the stance that it's not the right fit. I mean, they've got a bevy of riches in the forward positions. Do they really need to do it? We've talked about the plus points why PSG should do it or could do it if it was me in PSG's boardroom, but doesn't look like they're going to be going in for him. Then you get down to some of the candidates, such as Real Madrid. That's not the most realistic return. Barcelona, you can chalk that one right off. It's just not going to happen with like Salua and Ober and all those guys. So that's just not going to happen now. There's no real serious link there anyway. Couple of links to Italy, Napoli as well. Don't really see that one going down. Roma. Why would he want to go to Roma, guys, at the moment? It makes no sense. There's a link with Roma. Sporting Lisbon, not yet. Maybe when he's like 42 or whatever, or 40. He's just too good right now to be playing for Sporting Lisbon. No disrespect. Yeah, he could add to his trophies. Yeah, he could even get Champions League goals. But he's not really going to win it in one of the top leagues in Europe. That's what he wants to do because he's a legacy player. Chris Barker says Ronnie will smash Europa. No one wants him, says Batman Night Fan. So good for us. You know, it is good news for us, but that does seem to be the case. It seems like maybe just his age and the amount of money that it takes in order to actually oversee a move like that. It does mean that, crikey, there's not that many clubs that would be prepared to spend the money and take the punt. I'm surprised though, because even at his age, you could see week to week that he's still physically good. Yeah, he might have to miss a few games here and there, but generally he's looking very sharp. He's not exactly injury prone. He might pick up one or two issues here or there, but he's very much fit throughout the season. So you wouldn't think that there'd be too many people that would be concerned about him starting that many games or anything and maybe not getting a return on their investment. I don't know why nobody wants him, guys, but get in there, my son. It does seem like not many people are queuing up to sign Ronaldo right now. Let's just get into the live chat, see what you legends are saying about Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to dip in. We'll have a big Q&A at the end of the video as well, but I'll just get in after this topic before we move on to the next one. Hello there. Good evening there, Joseph Ogbodu. How you doing there, my friend? Lennon Brown says Ronaldo will replace Lewandowski at Bayern, says Lennon Brown. If he's going to move, that's the one that makes the most sense for me. And I've been talking about this since literally the day that Ronaldo, or that the news came out that Ronaldo was looking to possibly leave the football club. So because Bayern Munich's just a perfect fit, especially with Lua gone. But as we can see from their board, they're distancing themselves at the very least, or at least calling the interest of their interest in Cristiano Ronaldo. It seems like they're distancing themselves from the player. So I'm not expecting any bids coming in from Bayern Munich, to be fair. I think they're going to go for a younger player. Oliver Kahn said the philosophy is not in matching with what, you know, a Ronaldo signing would really represent. Thank you, Rushmano. He says subscribe to the channel. Yes. Oh, nice. We've hit 100 likes on the stream, everyone. Thank you very much for dropping that thumbs up button. I'm sweating like an absolute PIG today, guys. The channel name is very appropriate right now. So, but yeah, show your support by dropping that like, because I'm melting here, folks. It's so hot tonight in the UK. Smash a 69 in the live chat if you are sweating your munt off right now, guys. I'm absolutely sweating big time. My forehead is glistening, dude, like Slabby Maguire in one-on-one training sessions. It is glistening. So let's just see what you guys are saying about Ronaldo real quick. Vutinator, how's it going, my son? Hey, G-Wolf United, you absolute legend. What's going on, man? Mark Nurse says, only people who don't know football will call Ronaldo's age into question. He's the absolute top-class goal scorer. No one will score more in any system that provides proper supply into the box. I more or less agree with you in all fairness. I mean, maybe these days there's one or two players that could be as effective or slightly more effective in terms of just scoring sheer amounts of goals, because let's face it, he's 37, he is slowing down a bit. But he's still up there in not the top few strikers, the top few goal scorers in the world, still, definitely, in regards to who you would want in your team. Like you say, if there was a team capable of just creating the most chances, he would be up there in terms of converting the most chances as well, because he is just a great goal scorer and a clutch player. So Cristiano, he does what he says on the tin, really. He is a clutch player. He does score goals. Anybody should want him even at 37, because I agree with you. Age is just a number, and it's not really about that. I mean, look at Wayne Rooney. No disrespect to Wayne Rooney, right? Wayne Rooney, fucking hell, he looks like he's about to star in an episode of fucking Darling Buds and May or something. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking supposed to be 34. He's basically my age, mate. I'm old. I look old as well, in all fairness. But fuck me, Wayne Rooney, lad. He is looking old. Just saying it how it is. But I'm not saying he's looking bad. I think he looks good. but he's getting more and more Phil Mitchell-esque by the day, okay? Whereas Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean, he's an absolute specimen of a man who's keeping himself in physical shape. I mean, do I have to show this picture again, guys? I don't want to keep showing it, guys, but do I have to keep showing this picture? Look at that fucking thigh, guys. Look at that fucking thigh. And look at this sinew. I mean, has this been edited, guys? I hope this has been edited, guys. But anyway, what I'm saying is, mate, Cristiano Ronaldo don't mess about. You know what I mean? Don't mess about. Wayne Rooney, you know, he's clearly been on the old fucking the old cloudy ciders and stuff since then. You know, he's so no, that's fine. He's done his career. He's played his last game, and he's in coaching and management now. Who cares? All I'm saying is that Ronaldo's not done, and there's different physical ages here. Maybe somebody might have the age of 37, but he's probably got like the physical age of like a 29-year-old or something. The way he keeps himself in such shape, and even just like the lack of fat on his body and stuff. Let's just have a look. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just sorry to say, but very, very, very much professional. Very, I don't know. It just doesn't look 37 at all, does he, guys? Let's ask the live chat. How old does Cristiano Ronaldo look? How old does he look? I mean, crikey. He's got, I don't know, 29? He doesn't look a day over 30, does he, this guy? But he's actually 37. 28 says Rory C. Yeah, 28 says Rory C. Ronaldo's an absolute legend, says CV. Like 25 says Pepsi. 33 says Solskjaer. 27 says Mark Nurse. 37 says Lalo Vera. 28 says Hader. 37 says Madhouse. 37 says Mouse. Okay, you reckon he looks 37? Tim Gaines thinks 35. Tonk Nash says 27, 25 says Maradonaldinho. Need I remind you guys, you know what I mean? It's not just, I mean, like come on, 37. He doesn't look 37, mate. Anyway, I agree with you, IQ Insane. Some of his Instagram pics may have been photoshopped. Surely they have to be. Surely some of those have to be. You don't have a muscle like that, mate, without like some lighting touch-ups and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, do us a favor, right? And smash that like on the video. If you're just getting in, hit that subscribe button. We're going to just get into some more news then. The Ronaldo stuff, though, there you go. New comments, new information coming out from Bayern, and quotes from Nagelsmann as well, who said, I saw all the rumours on my interest in signing Cristiano Ronaldo, but that's not true. So just wanted to mention it because Bayern Munich are distancing themselves from a Cristiano Ronaldo deal. As the days go on, it does look like more increasingly likely that Ronaldo would stay at Man United. I guess because there's not really that many places where he could go and play his trade now. There's not that many teams that are coming in for him. So, yeah, there you go, if any. So, I hope that he's going to announce very soon that he's committed to United for the season. Obviously, Ten Hag has already spoken to him. That's what he said anyway in his presser in Bangkok. He said that he had a good conversation with him on the phone. Their plan is to proceed with the season and plan the season with Cristiano Ronaldo in their considerations. Obviously, part of the plan to be their goal scorer at the top of the pitch. So that's what Ten Hag is doing. That's what they're saying. And it may just be PR. There may be, of course, lots of things going on in the background. George Mendes speaking to different clubs, trying to get engage interest, and that kind of thing. But also with signings coming in through the door now, Lisandro Martinez is going to be announced soon. Of course, we're going to be working on hopefully Jong. If we can get these deals in, there is a little bit of progress that's been made for our squad. We still need to get a couple more in, but maybe Ronaldo will just then look to commit to the season for us, especially with all these clubs that are being linked, but nobody seemingly looking to really, really go and strengthen their interest in him. Piggy looks 24, actually. He says, IQ Insane. Oh, man. Well, let's ask the live chat. We just asked in the live chat how old Ronaldo looks. Most people, I think it's an average of about 27, 29, maybe. A few people say he looks 30. Let's ask the live chat, how old do I look, guys? Let's ask the live chat, how old do I look, folks? Little bit of recitation going on here, guys. Little bit of sweating. Ardy says 83. Pyramid Scheme says 69. Mace says 22. 30 to 35 says Dutch Christ. 34 says G-Wolf. 32 says John. 21 says O'Busy. 50 says Rob. 50 says Mark Nice. You know what? 57 says Scrooge. You know what? Screw you guys. I wish I'd never asked. Let's move on. Let's move on. So clearly, it does seem like we could still have a good chance at keeping Ronaldo. Let's get a vote in the live chat. Does Cristiano Ronaldo stay or does Cristiano Ronaldo go? Thank you, Ronald Bayaranga, for subscribing to the channel there, my son. You absolute don. Appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. If you're new, do what he's done and hit the old subscribe button there. Right. So okay. So also, I wanted to talk about this, folks. So you know that man. Hey, Gangchi, thank you for the super chat. He says, Pig, your sexy cars are proof you're not a day over 34. Gangchi, thank you so much, dude. Oh man, making me feel like Jack Grealish, mate, when he goes to play in front of a group of, I don't know, ladies or something. They're all checking out his calves, mate. Anyway. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, Gangshi. Guys, can we get a sue in the chat there for Don Gangshilioni? You're a legend, my son. And Rob MUFC, thank you for your super chat, boss. He says, not a day over 30, my friend. Get in there, my son. Thank you so much. So it turns out the fountain of youth is not exercise, water, and a diet that's wise, but no, cigarettes and cheeseburgers and tonics tea cakes. That's the formula for life, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. We got you. So anyway. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much. Can we get a couple more sues in the chat there for these legends? Thank you so much. 384 legends in the chat, though. Can we get 300 likes on the stream? If you're just joining us, give us a boost up on the algorithm. Drop a cheeky little like. It's free. I have to remind you guys a few times throughout the show just to get you to remember. So please do drop the thumbs up if you haven't done and get yourself in the chat and say hello. Right, so Slabby Maguire's been speaking, right? You know that man, that slab of a man that we call Slabby Maguire. The captain, that's right, the captain, that's right, still the captain. Eric Ten Hag's captain of Manchester United, Slabby Maguire, yeah? You best believe there's some new quotes from this guy. And this is from James Ducker this evening, reports just some quotes from Slabby Maguire here. From the Telegraph, Harry Maguire quoted as saying, last year was disappointing. As an individual, I didn't play well, and as a team, we certainly didn't play well. Hang on a second. But a good career can last 10 to 15 years, and you're never going to have every year where it's plain sailing. Okay, nice one, Slabby Maguire. Thanks for that, bud. Thanks for that chunk of wisdom right there, sir. Just got a few problems with this statement. Let me analyse it first. The first one is, as an individual, I didn't play well, and as a team, we certainly didn't play well. I like the emphasis, yeah. I like the emphasis on certainly, on the team part. That's see, this is classic Slabby Maguire, shirking the blame. You know what I mean? Hey, Eddie's Football Waffle, what's going on, my son? How you doing? Culture Soldier Gear, great graphic designer, and also YouTube channel, mate. Shout out to Eddie's Football Waffle. How you doing, my son? But anyway, Slabby Maguire, right? Slabby Maguire. Look, he's literally said, certainly not the team. What the statement should say is, last year was disappointing. As a team, we didn't play well. And as an individual, I certainly didn't play well. That's what it should say. Oh, fucking hell, Zane. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. He says, Pig, I'm off to watch reruns of your Liverpool and Brighton meltdowns as strippers and cigars have arrived. Have a good evening. Zane Miassi, you are a jammy bastard, mate. I'm just kidding. But what are you up to, bud? You know what I mean? Send a car, lad. Send a car. Mrs. P's literally over there, by the way. I'm just joking. She's sighing in the background. It's all just banter. That's what I mean. That's what she doesn't understand. It's just for comedic purposes. But anyway, send a car, Zane, send a car, they know. But hey, hang on. But you know what's crazy about Zane Miassi, right, is that I don't actually doubt that statement. I personally think that is a truthful statement from Zane Miassi. Most of what he says in here is, let's face it, delusional guff. But when it comes to that statement he just made, I kind of believe him. Cheers, Zane, you're a legend, mate. G-Wolf, thank you so much, man, for another super chat, dude. He says, you may not look a day over 34, but you're a 69. Legend. Dude. Okay, bit sus, but thank you so much, G-Wolf, you fucking legend, mate. Thank you so much. Let's get a 69, dude, in the live chat there for G-Wolf United. Really, really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And shout out to the main man, G-Wolf United Gaming as well, man. Great channel. Does Rocket League, all sorts of games as well. Top lad. Love the guy. Thank you, G-Wolf United, you absolute hero. Okay, so Harry Maguire. Let's just talk about this slab of a man for a second. He said we certainly didn't play well. But hang on a second, though. Do you remember just a couple of months ago, folks? Just a couple of months ago. This sounds like Harry Maguire maybe coming to the realisation that, I'm actually shit. And I actually did perform like a complete slab of a pillar of a concrete this season just gone. But hang on a second, then I thought back to a couple of months ago, guys, when he slided on his knees scoring against San Marino, cupping his ears, going on the Billy Big Bollocks. I thought back to a couple of months after that as well, where he said, how come all these managers have selected me in the sides then? Or something like that. I can't remember his exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, well, I must be good because I'm selected by all the managers for England and Man United, so I must be good. Who remembers that, guys? Smash a one if you remember that. Look, I'm ad-libbing here. Those were not his exact quotes, but it was something along those lines, and that was just a few months ago. So how have we gone from, I'm not taking any blame, I'm not any Billy Big, I'm a Billy Big Bollocks around here, to all of a sudden, it's disappointing, and I was disappointed as an individual. I didn't play well. It just sounds like it's PR guff. To be honest with you, it's trying to make us feel sorry for the slab here because he's been given the captain's armband again by Eric Ten Hag. What the fuck's that all about for a start? Unbelievable. Yeah, lots of people putting ones in there. Yeah, you don't remember, but you're appalled, says Butters. Okay, so he did say some stuff like that. I can't quite remember exactly what he said. But how can you change from having that sort of mentality to now saying this? It does just seem false to me, guys. That's what it seems like. At least be an arrogant tosspot the whole time. Do you know what I mean? Don't be an arrogant tosspot who shirks the blame and passes it on, and then try and act like, now you're actually taking the blame and owning up to it. It's too late. It's too late for me, guy. It's too late for me. 163 likes. Thank you, Rush Mono, for the likes tally there. Nice one. MU must fine him, says Madhouse. Yeah, fine him for being absolutely bang average. Oh, it's so hot, isn't it? Eddie's football waffle. It's insanely warm in the UK right now. Oh, man. Sky Sports hope we pressure to Manchester United club, says, you what, Lucky Singh? Anyway, and he also went on to say, look, it's been tough. This is in regards to the training and stuff with Ten Hag. The running has been hard. Yeah. That's true, Slappy Maguire. The running's been hard for you, sir. But we're really looking forward to the season. Everyone, the players, the club. No, last year was nowhere near good enough, but it's a fresh start and we've got a big season ahead. It really annoys me that we're still dealing with Slappy Maguire as our captain, and he's still talking to the press, and we're still acting like he's the guy. What is this pretense? Honestly, can we just like knock down this false pack of cards for a second here? What the hell is actually going on? Why is he still the captain, guys? I don't understand. I'm absolutely flummoxed. I'm flummoxed and befuddled as to what Eric Ten Hag why he would think it's a good idea to come into this club based on the last season or two to give Slappy the armband still. I just don't get it. I literally don't get it. The only thing I can hope is that before pre-season's out, he gives the armband to multiple different people and he gives it to somebody else come the start of the new season. Maybe he's thinking, Ronaldo's the guy and he's not here right now. So I don't know what his plan is. Maybe there'll be more impact and more of a key decision, more of a statement by him if he takes the armband off of him before the start of the season and gives it to someone else. That's all I can really think of because it just doesn't really add up to me. Rory C, mate, thank you for the super chat, Rory. He said he did an interview after a 1-0 loss, blaming the attack for not scoring. I can't remember, but he was probably at fault for the goal. How is he captain? No leadership skills. Rory, so true, mate. Thank you so much for getting in here with your super chat, Rory. Let's get a Sue in the chat for this guy. Yeah, he seems to be that kind of type of character. When he's interviewed after games, it's like, well, his head's gone, and he seems like he just sort of goes through the same old motions. But also, there doesn't seem to be any real genuineness. What's the word I'm looking for here, guys? You know what I mean? But it seems kind of forced. That's what I'm saying. I mean, look, we don't know this for sure. Maybe he's just a complete wooden individual. But it does look kind of forced, and he does seem to often pass the blame, whether it's incidents on the pitch where he's made an error, and rather than sort of owning up to it, he's like shouting at other people, blaming them for their actions, even though he's had just as much to blame for the situation, or even more so. So I think he is that type of character that sort of shirks the blame and is not a true leader, not a great leader. Give it to De Gea to end of the season. Exactly, guys. She says, Captain Slabby's pearls of wisdom. The man lacks self-awareness, definitely. Both physically and mentally, sir. I think that's fair to say. But anyway, look, okay, so Maguire just talking, saying some other comments. I've got some more comments from him as well. He says, everything we're doing now is building for that first game. And, you know, so he's still trying to, he's still convinced that he's in the team, really. He's the captain of the team. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense, but that's the reality of the situation, folks. He's still the captain. How do you feel about that, guys? On a scale of 1 to 69, 1 being absolutely awful. Like, I don't know, you wake up tomorrow and Boris Johnson's replaced Harry Maguire as captain. You know what I mean? Or 69, Roy Keane comes out of some sort of a future portal and you've got prime Roy Keane signed from Nottingham Forest all over again. Where are you on that scale, guys? Let me know. Castine says 1, Dylan says 1, Lalovera says 1, Ronaldo's uncle says 1, CV says 44, Diddy Hill says 66, Batman Nightfield says 1, Bojo would do a better job, says Rory. Quite right. I'll replace Slabby Maguire here. Plays like a protoplasmic invertebrate jelly of a man at the back. Definitely there. Good shout. Good shout. I would actually, yeah, Bojo for captain, mate. Definitely, I'd take that on instead of the Slab. But anyway, he said it's been tough, and individually they've not performed for the season, and as a team they certainly didn't perform for the season. That's what I like about his comment, mate. Even in this comment where he's owning up to being shite, he's still making it more of an emphasis on the team as overall certainly being shite. Do you know what I mean? That's what's so funny about his quote as well. As an individual, I didn't play well, and as a team, we certainly didn't play well. Should be the other way round here, Slabby Maguire. As a team, we didn't play well. As an individual, you certainly didn't play well, sir. That's the reality. Hashtag Slabby out. It's very tough to meet an individual or a soul on this continent that thinks, or on this world, on this globe, that thinks that Harry Maguire should be captain. Some people might think, hey, he's actually a good player, good squad player. There's a reason he's in the England team. He's a good low block defender, blah, 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 good on the ball, good in the air, all the rest of it that people say. And that may be true. But I don't think anybody really wants him to be the captain, though. And maybe if he had the armband removed from him, he might flourish a little bit then. He might have a bit more freedom. Maybe he'll step back into more of a rotationary backup role, which is the dream for me, to see somebody like Lisandro Martinez come in, replace the human slab of meat at the back there, and then, you know, start building elsewhere also. Slabby out, says Kasim Abdul. Slabby out, fill in, says Kangshi. Slabby out, says Joe Pringle. Nice one. Sly Dog says, I am not a number, I am a fridge. By the way, guys, can I just take a second to say thank you to everyone for being a part of this channel, and we've just hit 60,500 subscribers. Can we get a woohoo in the live chat, or a Ric Flair woo if you prefer, because we have actually got to 60,500 subscribers today, guys, which is awesome. Thank you so much to everybody who's hit the subscribe button, and also, you know, appreciate all the legends who've been here a long time watching these streams. Thank you, Lamont J. Bud. Thank you, Eddie's Football Waffle. Woo! Get in there. Let's go. Seriously, thank you, everyone, for helping us get to 60,500 subscribers. On our way to 61K now. So appreciate you all being here. Do keep dropping that like button on the stream as well. That really does help us out to, as I always say, but I feel like it needs said, help us compete with corporations and clickbaiters. So make sure you smash the old thumbs up button on this if you enjoy the show and you enjoy the channel. Nice one, right? Okay, that's one of the last times I'm going to say that throughout the show. So let's get into the rest of the United news then, guys. Let's get into the rest of the United news. Maguire's comments, yeah, you know what? Do one, Slabby. Simple as that. 0121, do one. I've had enough of him flapping his gums. I don't care if he's apologising, saying he's owning up to his weaknesses, owning up to being shite, and he's admitting that he had a bad couple of seasons and now it's time to get back on track and all that. Yeah, fresh start for everyone, blah, blah, blah. Nice. Whatever the situation, whatever the case may be, he should not be captain of Man United. Let me just ask the chat before we move on to the next topic. Who should be Man United's captain? Let me know. Right, so slab out, guys. Had enough of that guy for real. Also, we got an update here just in regards to another player that we were looking at, Brian Brobby. Brian Brobby was a forward, 20-year-old forward we were looking at. Man United wanted to bring him in, but Brian Brobby himself apparently called Ten Hag to tell him that he preferred to join Ajax. So this is from Mike Verwey earlier on today. So a player that we're linked with. obviously now not the case. So just one little transfer update there that's come in throughout the day as well since we last did our show. And then now I want to get onto Frankie de Jong, really. So we've covered Lisandro Martinez. If you're just getting in the show, there's a bit more on Lisandro Martinez. 5-year contract worth just over 120,000 a week. And all that there is in regards to the hold-up with this signing is just the visa and also obviously completions of the finalizations of the paperwork and obviously medical signing off on, and sometimes medicals run over a multiple couple of days these days. So stuff like that's all going to be done this weekend though, folks. So get in there, my son. Hashtag Martinez in. He has come from Ajax for 55 million euros. And we're just waiting official announcements from the football club in regards to this, and obviously from Ajax, etc. But yeah, we've got a confirmation, an official confirmation that Martinez is done, and that he's oops, and that he's gonna be coming in soon. By the way, when I was doing my video earlier, it's so funny. So my brother's family's there with me, and my nephew Zach, he came in the room after I finished the video. And obviously I'd just taken that screenshot, Ronaldo. I was talking about what I was talking about, in case you want to know why I've got that picture there. I was talking about the fact that he posted that yesterday, and he was wearing Manchester United shorts for the away kit, right, or the third kit, whatever it is. And he was wearing the shorts, but he rolled up the thing so there's no badge, but probably just to show off his thigh, right? But some people are probably thinking, why are you showing this picture again? By the way, I've just showed this like 6 times throughout this show. Like, it seems like I like this picture, but I'm just doing it for the news purposes, guys, honestly. Cristiano Ronaldo was with the shorts. But anyway, as I was saying, after he walked in, after I'd done my stream, I closed down the OBS studio box, and there it was, just a large full screen image that I'd clipped of Cristiano Ronaldo, of that picture of Ronaldo, and the look on his face when he looked at me, he was like, you what? But anyway, oh yeah, 7% body fat God, says Face and LMS. Good shout, good shout. He has got some serious low percentage body fat there. Right, so let's get on to De Jong anyway, guys. Let's get on to De Jong. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that story. So De Jong, let's talk about De Jong. There's still a wait to be had here, folks. Sorry to say, but I mean, it's basically his agent and the club and him are all sort of having talks and negotiating. So we've got an update here. Ali Dursan believe expressing a public wish to join United will weaken their position as they fight Barcelona for payment of the money De Jong is owed. So this is a report from transfers_UTD, my mate Matty Rush. And also from various other sources basically suggesting that that's the case, that Ali Dursan believe expressing a public wish to join United will weaken their position as they fight Barca for the payment. So there's all these talks of like, oh, why has Frankie basically, why has the team put it out in the press still that they want to stay and that their position's not changed? It seems pretty clear to me, really. It's because, well, they just want to leave in as peaceful and amicably as way as possible, rather than leaving like they're kind of the bad guys. At the moment, they just want their money. Give me back my money. They just want their money, don't they, that they're owed. 17 million in deferred payments, guys. Deferred wages. Quite an unbelievable figure that they've got to settle up with him. But that's why we've paid an extra 10 up front in the end for him. It's to help settle this up. But it still has to be negotiated. It still has to be done. I mean, in my opinion, there should be negotiations. There should be no negotiations for this. Why should he have to negotiate for money that he's owed? They should just pay it. If they've got the money from Manchester United or the money coming from Manchester United, they should absolutely just pay the guy, settle up, and then they're selling him anyway. They're getting most of that back. They've got to absorb that. We've had to absorb an extra 10 million euros of it up front. We were going to have 20 million euros in add-ons and 65 up front. We've settled on 75 up front with 10 down the line. So we've had to bend a little bit in order to help them make this deal go through. And so, you know, I just feel like it will happen reasonably quickly now as well. There could be time and it could be slow that it takes in order to get these two teams, which I mean teams by saying Barcelona and the team of Frankie de Jong, to get them to the point where they're agreed and settled and everybody's been paid up. That could take a little bit of time, I suppose. So that's my concern. I don't have much of a concern with de Jong going on the Barcelona tour or being announced as going on the tour. I also don't have too much concern that he doesn't want to join Man United, like a lot of people are saying. Because I know we've done these negotiations for months, and Ten Hag would have got on the blower to him over the summer holiday when he's out in Vegas or wherever, got on the blower to him, and he would have sure have gauged the situation. let's face it, Barcelona have publicly, or more or less publicly, with all of the reports that have been going on. Okay, there's nothing official because why would they until it's done? But they've publicly reached an agreement with Manchester United for the sale of this player. So what sort of message does that send to Frankie? Obviously, they want him gone out of the football club. They want to cash in. He's one of the highest paid players in the squad. Also, they've just signed a bunch of other players, or they're trying to sign. They've got to register them. There's issues with wages. So we've got some reports that if Barcelona, want to register a couple of players that they've just sort of signed properly, like Rafinha, Lewandowski, and even if Bernardo Silva, if it sort of was to possibly happen, or they would have to dramatically cut their salary bill. So De Jong's one of the highest earners at the football club. It makes a bit of sense that he would be the one to go because he's one of the highest players who can generate one of the highest amounts of cash up front as well. So I don't think we have to worry about this. I think Barcelona are super keen to sell him. They're just trying to make themselves seem like like they don't want to sell him, and they're also trying to squeeze out as much of this money as they possibly can. Maybe reach some sort of an agreement with him to say, hey, look, we're skint, but if you want to be sold, if you want to go and play football, then you're going to have to accept less than the 17 million right now. Wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of horrible shithousery going on behind the scenes from those guys at all. It wouldn't surprise me at all. 195 likes, says Rushmano. Thank you everyone for getting in here. We got 398 legends watching. We got 195 likes. You know what? That's pretty damn good, guys. Pretty damn good. But we could do better than that. Let's have a Baker Brigade like spike. Smash the old thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Help us boost up there. See if we can get to 269 likes, dudes. Also, if you're new to the show, please do subscribe and get in the chat. We're going to have a big Q&A at the end of the show. Stick around for that. Interesting. New update just come out. I'll read it, Rushmano. Thank you for sending me this through. So we have a source that suggests that Man United are understood to be keeping tabs on Ivan Toney's situation, although whether or not they take their initial interest any further will depend on what happens with Ronaldo and Martial this summer. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in this player in all fairness, guys, as an option to add to the side to add a few more goals. I mean, he played well with Christian Eriksen the last few months of the season last year, etc. So, yeah, definitely that would be a decent player. I'd rather that sort of a link than a Dybala. So that's just a piece of info that's come out this evening as well. Right, okay, but on De Jong. So De Jong, tough negotiations ahead for his agent and his team and Barca just to get those settlements done, to get the amount of money paid up that is owed to Frankie De Jong, etc. Rory C, thank you so much, Rory, for another super chat, mate. Another €10 super chat. Rory going in there ham. Guys, can we get some bacon-related emojis in there for Rory? Thank you so much. He comments and he says, he's going somewhere, that's for sure. I'm 90% certain there must be an agreement in place, off the record with us. Barca can't register their new players, so Frankie De Jong will 100% be gone. Spot on, sir. Thank you so much for clarifying the situation, Rory. You're absolutely right. That is essentially what's going on. So lots of reports that they won't be able to register players like Rafinha, Lewandowski, etc. if they can't reduce their salary expenditure by a significant amount. So they're going to have to try and do that. They're going to have to offload a couple of players. Frankie's one of the highest paid players there. So yes, I think it's going to happen reasonably soon because they have to get this guy gone in order to register new players. They just need to settle him up. They're trying to scrimp and scrape and save as much as they can in doing that, I think. That's what I think. That's my gut opinion, that they're trying to weasel out of paying some of that money. But surely they can't accept less than what they're owed there. So that's why it may take a little bit of time. I could be totally wrong on that statement as well, guys. I'm not 100% sure, obviously. Who knows? Just a feeling that they're taking a time over it because they're trying to scrimp and save as much and they don't even want to pay that 17 mil that they owe him, and they're trying to get some sort of agreement that they could give him less, and also some sort of an agreement that they would pay him less, because they have said that, okay, he can stay, or we'd like him to stay. We want him to stay. We don't want him to go. But it's an economic situation, and essentially, if he was prepared to take a pay cut of 50%, maybe they would keep him. But surely nobody in their right mind, when you're owed £17 million from your place of work, would then be prepared to wait longer and also go on a new contract or a new setup where you would receive half of what you're currently being paid. It just doesn't add up. He might love the club. He might want to be a Barca player, but it's insulting they've already accepted an offer from Man United as well. It's insulting. So from that point of view, don't worry, guys. People making out like Frankie doesn't want to join United. I agree with what Rory said there. 90% certain there must be an agreement in place off the record with us. I agree with what he said there. Ten Hag's obviously had some chats, some discussions. There's an understanding that we're not going to be doing all this legwork and negotiations for weeks and months even if we're not actually going to get a yes from this guy at the end of it, if Barca want to sell him and push him out. Interesting, Luno. He says Dembele stuck to his guns and it worked out well for him. De Jong will do the same and stay at Barca. Interesting, Luno. Interesting take there, brother. Yeah, interesting. Guys, can we smash a stay or go in the chat? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Frankie de Jong now. What's your gut feeling? Does he go to Man United? Does he stay at Barca? Let me know. My opinion is that he does go. He does go to Man United. Because we've reached an agreement and Barca don't want him. They want the money instead. They want the money off the books. And Ten Hag wants him and we've been pushing for him all summer long. He's Ten Hag's key guy who we can build a team around. So, yeah, let's go and do the business. From our point of view, it makes sense. Go, says Madhouse and Gungshi and Duncan and Ronald. Hey there, Ronald. Hey, Batman Knight fan. Lamonge says go. Josh Lee thinks he'll stay. Sick of it all, says Philip Chapman. I hear you, Philip Chapman. It's so bloody annoying, mate. Just all the De Jong news. I'm sick and tired of discussing it, in all fairness. But it's coming along, I think, slowly. FIFA's going to be back like Tuesday, to be honest with you, Daniel Barnes, mate. Lucky you don't know Jack or his buddy, says... Go, says G-Wolf. Go, says Mark Nurse. Stay, says Kasim and Richard99. K-Slater says, I'm absolutely no fan of this shit show. Amateur United. Yeah, fair play to K-Slater 23. I agree, mate. I mean, it's just the ability to get these transfers done is kind of slow. But at the same time, I would say that it's Barcelona who are seemingly the utter shithouses in this situation. Because we've done all we really can right now. We've agreed the terms with the club. We just want to now agree terms with Frankie, but they still owe him a lot of money. So it's slowing down the situation. So because they owe him money, it's holding up the deal. It's not anything really we can do right now. We've got to wait for them to conduct their business and get an agreement to settle them up and pay him, really. And as I said, there was a report that said that, Frankie de Jong and his agent are going to be doing tough negotiations and that they believe expressing a public wish to join United will weaken their position as they fight Barcelona for payment of the money de Jong is owed. So it could get ugly here with de Jong and also Barcelona. Haroni says, can you imagine if he stays? What a waste of time, mate. It would be the most embarrassing transfer saga I can remember since, well, Jadon Sancho or Bruno Fernandes when we didn't sign him when we were linked to him all summer long. Or Jadon when we didn't sign him when we were linked to him all year. We did get him eventually the next season, but still, you don't have to go back very far for us to be heavily linked with a player for a long time, expecting us to do deals, and then all of a sudden, yet they don't sign. So it wouldn't be the most outlandish thing to ever happen, but it would be one of the most embarrassing. Joshua Emmanuel says, bro, Cristiano. Hey, well, we've just gone into a lot on Cristiano. Please do watch the video back. We'll get into it again in a bit, but I'm just talking about Frankie at the moment. But yeah, Ronaldo, hopefully he's staying. Bayern don't seem like they're interested in the guy. Right, so Ten Hag apparently told Man United Chiefs a long time ago, several weeks ago, that he didn't want the pursuit of de Jong to be a long, drawn-out thing for the whole summer. But because of the situation with the wages and the deferred wages and everything that's owed to him, it is out of United's hands. It's not really something that we can really speed up now. We've done our part. We've got to wait for them to get this sorted out with the player. And once that is done and they've compensated and they settled the situation up there, then we can just sign him pretty swiftly then, really. Then it's just a case of, let's agree personal terms with him, then medical, then paperwork. It's not going to take too long once they've settled up. Because we've got the agreement in place with the clubs. Nice one, Joshua. Piggy, who is our panic buy on deadline day if the deal goes wrong? If the deal goes wrong, I say we panic buy, Ruben Neves. And that wouldn't be a bad signing at all, folks. Even if we paid like 60 mil for him. I'd be happy with either or, in all fairness. I know De Jong's more seasoned. I know he's playing at a higher standard of the Champions League for Barca the last few seasons, running Ajax's midfield, etc. But Ruben Neves, Premier League experience. He's only 24, 25 himself. Good, robust player. Portuguese vibes with Cristiano and Bruno and these sorts of things. I think, I would go with a Ruben Neves. Guys, that's a good question, though. If we don't get Frankie de Jong, who would you then go and sign in midfield if you could sign one player as an alternative to De Jong. Let me know who your thoughts are. Panic by Haaland, says Joe Pringle. Well, if only we could have got that guy, but we just can't at the moment. I need a toss spot anyway, but I'd rather get Herrera back, says Mark Nass. You know what? Screw Herrera, man. He left us. He's on 200 grand a week or something. He's not worth that, mate. Why are we chasing players? Players should show they want to play for us as anymore. Sadly, because of the state of the club. The Glazer owners have completely shackled us and hindered us, and nobody wants to play for those shithouses. Also, we're sick for the league last season. We got in the Europa League guff. Midfield is our Achilles heel, says Case later. Sangare, is he being discussed again? There's some links, to be fair, Robert Duffy. I saw some links earlier on, but speculative links at best at the moment. Neves, says Kasim Abdul. Neves or Sangare, says Enit Manduna. Neves, without a doubt, says Joe Pringle. You'd sign Delict and play Martinez as CDM. Oh, lovely. I love that, Mark Nurse. Love that. Tiedemann, says Josh Lee. Verratti, says Bell. Yuri Tiedemann, says Richard99. Delton Barretto, I am playing Foot Champions. It's just my family's been staying for a week or so, and it's just difficult because I always usually do that late. But that's coming back Tuesday night, mate. Tuesday night we'll be on FIFA, and then every other night in the week as well, back to usual. So can we get a sue in the chat there for FIFA Tuesday, folks? I know, sorry, it's been literally a good long time we haven't done it, but it's coming back. Don't worry. Leandro Paredes or Julian Vigo as backup, says Mr. Boba Django. Rory says Neves, Tiedemann, Sangare, Lema, etc., etc. Yeah, it should be Neves, says Batman, Kante or Lema. Oh, Rushminer says we've got 229 likes. That's awesome, guys. Keep dropping the like on it if you just join us. Help us get to the big 250, baby. Right, so, yeah, so Ten Hag have been pushing, of course, for Frankie de Jong behind the scenes, and it's just taken a bit of time. Essentially, they're asking him at Barca to take a massive salary cut. Otherwise they're gonna sell him. So surely he's gonna go. I mean, it's insulting what they've done with de Jong. In all fairness, I think it's a disgrace. So I expect him to leave at some point, to come to Manchester United. It just really depends on them getting the agreement in place with the player to settle up what they owe him. And that could take a little bit of time, guys, in all fairness. So don't hold your breath, but hopefully reasonably soon that could be done. Thank you, Rory. See you, legend. They're exactly. They're lucky seeing. Recommend the club not to make to my mistakes to get Kante. Interesting. Kante would be a fantastic acquisition in the short term. If Chelsea wanted to play ball and sell him for a reasonable amount of price of money, then okay, fair enough. I just personally don't think that they would want to do that. Why would they want to strengthen us in the short term? And it's just, I don't think it adds up unless we were going to pay a lot of money for him, and then in which case it's just spent dead money because he's just going to be an asset that depreciates. But anyway, no. I mean, look, he's a quality player. He's a quality player that right now would fix a lot of problems in that midfield, definitely. Right, okay, so we've heard Harry Maguire's comments. I'm going to do a quick rundown. Can't believe we've been nearly chatting for an hour, guys. I'm going to do a quick rundown of all the topics we've just discussed in this evening's news show, and then we're going to get into the live chat. So let's do this. So Lisandro Martinez will be announced once a visa has been approved. He's due to sign a 5-year deal, reported to be worth around about £120,000 a week. So, not silly money for the guy in terms of wages. We have paid a lot of money for the guy in terms of the initial transfer fee, 55 million euros overall. But if you want quality and Ten Hag wants to get his guy, you've got to pay for it. And Ajax, of course, had the benefit that there was several clubs that were interested in him and that actually had active bids. And so, therefore, they were able to get quite a hefty penny out of Man United, 55 million quid. Euros. So about 47 million pounds. Right, Harry Maguire was speaking, and he's been quoted as saying, last year was disappointing. As an individual, I didn't play well, and as a team, we certainly didn't play well, but a good career can last 10 to 15 years, and you're never going to have every year where it's plain sailing. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's true. He's had some real rough plain sailing. I mean, he's talking about sailing here. It's quite appropriate, really, because, well, he's the captain, and he's the captain of this ship. And crikey, if he was any more gash of a captain, he would be the captain of the Titanic, wouldn't he, this guy? Or he'd be Captain Birdseye or something, mate. You know, just capable of cooking a good fish finger. That's about it. You know, I mean, I don't really see him as a true captain, true leader. But anyway, he's talking about it never being plain sailing. Yeah. Definitely not with you at the back, my sir. Slabby Maguire as a sailor would be gash. He'd be one of those ones that's like, I don't know, like lost his leg or something, and that's why he's so slow. He's got a peg leg. He's like one of those old pirates or whatever. He's half drunk all the time. He's probably the guy that goes, hang on, can you hear that tune from the Rocks? Look at those hot mermaids over there, guys. Set sail for over there. Next thing you know, looking smashed into him. Those sirens have got you, mate. And you're stranded. That's Slabby Maguire for you as captain. Anyway, Sammy Assey, thank you for your super chat, mate. He says, Pig, did you hear Maguire is making a guest appearance in The Simpsons? He's Homer's new talking fridge in the next Treehouse of Horror episode. Sammy Assey, nice one, mate. Love it. I love a Treehouse of Horror episode, mate, in all fairness. Those are the best ones. Hey, man, thank you so much, Sammy Assey, for that, bro. I did not hear that, but it doesn't surprise me in the slightest, dude, yeah. Also, I did hear that he's actually, there's a possibility that Man United might be selling him this summer, but not to a team that is in the Premier League or even in Europe. It's actually to Easter Island. Apparently, they want to bring him back to his roots, to his origins, where he begun. Let's get some of those emojis in the live chat, my friend. Anyway, right. So Harry Maguire's comments. He's also said about the training being really tough. The running's been hard. We're looking forward to the season, yada, yada, yada. Everyone, the players, the club, know last year was nowhere near good enough, but it's a fresh start and we've got a big season ahead. So talking all Billy Big Bollocks again is Slabby Maguire. In regards to Ronaldo being linked with Bayern, Oliver Kahn has come out and spoken and he said, I love Cristiano Ronaldo, fantastic player, but every club has a philosophy, and I'm not sure if it would be the right signal for Bayern and Bundesliga if we signed him now. Such a move does not necessarily fit with our ideas. So pretty clear there from Oliver Kahn. And also Bayern manager Nagelsmann said, I saw all rumours on my interest in signing Cristiano Ronaldo, but that's not true. So pretty clear there. And then we also had reports or comments from Bayern's director Hasan Salihamidzic, which said, I have a lot of respect for Cristiano Ronaldo, his successes and his career. But once again, that was and is not a topic for us. So just a quick rundown just to give you the basis of where all this Bayern negativity is coming from, or the fact they're distancing themselves from a move for Cristiano. Looks like Cristiano's chances of getting a big move this summer are getting less and less by the day, which is great news for us because he just needs to commit himself to us and then start scoring some goals too. Can't wait. Oh, I'd love I'd be so gutted if Ronaldo leaves this season, honestly, this summer. But if he stays, and so we got him scoring those goals in a good Ten Hag side, creating chances for him, oh, it would just be absolutely amazing, guys. Sue! Let's get some of those in there for Ronaldo. I really hope he stays. Martinez is a done deal, just waiting for visa approval and things like that. So paperwork's, it's not a problem, guys. He's going to be announced. Also, Ronaldo's got a meaty thigh. That's basically the news, guys, right there. That's basically the news. So there's the evening's roundup. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Now it's time for a Q&A. We're going to get into the live chat now. You've heard me waffle all this time. Let's see what you guys are thinking and saying about yourselves. Do us a favor, though, before we get into the chat, drop a like on it. Hit that subscribe button so you can chat. If you're new, you only need to be subscribed for 0 seconds in order to chat. So you need to be subscribed, though. So hit that subscribe, chat away, get your thoughts and opinions in. We're going to stick around here for a good 10 minutes, see what you legends have got to say for yourself. So let's go in there raw. Not great news, very disrespectful to the club, says Philip Chapman. What's that we're talking about now? Messi, 7 Ballon d'Ors, says Jesse Singh. 7 Ballon d'Ors, but really should have 5. The same as Ronaldo, really. 2 of those Ballon d'Ors, one should have gone to, I don't know, maybe Wesley Sneijder or Iniesta or something, and the other one should have gone to Lewandowski. So, yeah, you can have your fake 7 Ballon d'Ors, Lionel Messi, if you want. We all know it's corrupt as fuck, lad. Yeah, that's right. Ronaldo, says Philip Chapman, oh, okay, right, oh, disrespected club. Well, yes and no. If it's the catalyst for us to finally get some deals done and he comes back and smashes goals in a much improved team, maybe it's the sort of the kick up the arse that the recruitment team and the Glazers needed. What a nightmare, what a PR nightmare it is. Ronaldo wanted to leave. Interesting, Jake. Yeah, I think Bayern looking around that guy as well. Connor Franks says we got 250 likes. Baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 250 likes, baby. Thank you, everyone. Maguire's new name is Slabby Pegleg, says Gabe Moore. Oh, man. Seriously, says, yes, Bigger. Gives a big up for me and my son Sol. Hey, shout out, seriously. Big up yourself there, seriously, and big ups to your son Sol as well. Shout out to you, seriously. Thank you so much for watching with the fam as well. Nice one, guys. Thank you, United Till I Die. Nice one, mate. Jamie Wayne says, did Maguire finally find his bollocks? I don't think so, boss. This is what you're referring to, but I don't think so, boss. It sounds like PR guff to me. Like we talked about a couple of months ago, this guy was quoted as saying, like, well, you know, everybody chooses me and selects me in the side, so I must be good, or something along those lines. I remember him talking about that, about Southgate and about Ollie and about Rangnick. He was basically saying, yeah, how can I be that bad when everybody's choosing me in the team? So, but that's not owning up to being gashed, is it? Now he is, but it seems like it's all PR. He's probably been advised to do this so that, I don't know, soften in the fan base before the season or something. I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, it stinks of pure fakeness is what it stinks of. Carlos Sierra says, if Ronaldo stays, what do you consider a priority, striker or right back? If Ronaldo stays, I'd actually say it would be better to get a CM, another CM, or a right back. I think the forward position, if we had Ronaldo, would just about be okay. I would feel okay that Ronaldo could be fit for most of the games, and then we could use a player like Martial to come in and rotate and play quite a lot of games as well. And if he can revitalise himself and get himself back on track, he could probably get quite a few goals himself this season. I mean, Tony, he probably could if he's backing up Ronaldo. So I would say we don't really need to address the striker position immediately as long as Ronaldo's up there playing. But we could do with doing that as well. We probably should do in regards to improving the depth that we've got in the striker position, because we are a little bit gashed there. But we have got players that can play there. Rashford can play there. Martial can play there. Rob, MUFC, thank you so much for the $10 Make Your Hollow Canadian Super Chat, eh? Thank you so much there, Rob. He comments, I'm prepaying you for 2 goals from outside the box Tuesday. I'll be here. Oh, man. Rob, what an absolute legend, mate. Thank you so much. He gave me a random challenge the other day, well, like a while ago now, doing FIFA, banging outside the area goal for a £5, and I just hit one. Top bin, sir. And the man's good to his word. And thank you so much. He's just prepaid me, mate. What a legend. Rob, MUFC, thank you so much for getting in here raw, sir, with your super chat. Let's get a Sue in the chat there for Rob. That's very nice of you, mate. Dude, what an incredible community of legends, man. I cannot begin to imagine how we've built such a community of legends, but we have done. Thank you so much there, dude. Jesse says, Piggy, why is Ronaldo rejected by Chelsea and Bayern, says Jesse Singh. I think Chelsea distancing themselves just because it's very unrealistic. In order to convince Man United to sell him to a Premier League rival, surely they'd have to include a player of quite high quality in the deal, like somebody like Kante or somebody like Reece James, which they're not going to want to do. Otherwise, United are going to expect a lot of money from Chelsea in order for this guy. We're not just going to strengthen Chelsea and let them have Ronaldo for 14 million quid or what we paid for him. No way. No fucking way. They'd have to pay a big premium for him. So maybe that's why, because they don't want to pay 40 million for a 37-year-old player. But maybe that's why. I don't really know, though. Tuchel's recently come out, distanced himself from it. Hey there, playlist account. What's going on there? Hey, Ellie, thank you for getting those love hearts in there. Get in there. Hope you're having a great night as well. Ellie, get in. Good to see you. Elliot Manduna says, Sue. Thank you so much, Elliot, as well. Connor Frank says, community raw. Jassy says, fair enough. Hey there, Whip. How you doing, boss? Yes, that's right, K-Slater, the sorceress of the brigade, Ellie. Dan Dobson says, is Ronaldo joining Bayern? He's not Danny Dobson, mate. No. So we've got updates today. It doesn't look like it anyway. Look, this is my thoughts on Ronaldo and the Bayern situation. So you would think that Bayern Munich would be desperate to want to try and sign Cristiano Ronaldo to replace Robert Lewandowski. You look at who maybe is available in terms of top strikers around the world, somebody that could come in and has proven experience and is proven to bang in goals in the highest level in the Champions League, which is what you want, and also can just still has a track record in recent years of banging in a huge amount of goals domestically as well. When he left Real Madrid, he was still scoring insane amounts. Gone to Juve, he scored like 29 and 31 the season before we got him in the Serie A league. Pretty damn sick stats. Come to United, 18 in, however many games, 30 was it, in the league, but still, considering the team was so bad, he's still capable of scoring a heck of a lot of goals. So I would have thought that Bayern would be all over that. I thought they would be all over that deal, but apparently not, because they've said that basically it's not right for the philosophy. Oliver Kahn said he's not sure it'd be the right signal for Bayern and the Bundesliga if we signed him. That maybe just the amount of sheer money that he's being paid here stopping this deal. And Bayern's manager Nagelsmann distanced himself from it and said it's not true about the signing potential of Cristiano Ronaldo and the rumours. So I don't think it can get more clear than that at the moment, that Bayern are quite clearly distancing themselves from the deal. Vincent says, I'm not going to say anything here, says Vincent. Well, you just did. You just did, Vinny Bullock, lad. Don F comments, hope the Ronaldo issue is resolved one way or the other soon. Feels like a distraction as we get ready for the new season. Good comment there, Don F. Yeah, I can't agree more. Now that we're signing players and now that we know that maybe there's not that many teams that would be prepared to sort of go in and bid for Ronaldo and take him on this summer, he does, in my opinion, need to commit, even if it's just a little Instagram clip or an Instagram post or something like that, just to say, yeah, let's go, back ready to roll, let's be having you. You know, just something like that to say, let's start the season now and commit to us. I really hope it comes, guys, because we need him. It's simple as that. We can't actually go out there in this market. Maybe we could sign a young player for the future, but right now I don't think we can go and get a player that will score as many goals for us up top as Cristiano Ronaldo will. So we should definitely keep him then. Hey, Simon Fordham, what's going on, boss? Welcome in, dude. Johnny says Ronaldo saga is just media hype, says Johnny. I mean, maybe so. I mean, we haven't actually seen a direct statement from Cristiano. You know, like Robert Lewandowski went in there raw with his desire to leave Bayern Munich for Barca, potentially. It was pretty clear he wanted to go because he's come out and said, literally after games, I don't want to be at Bayern next season and they need to sell me. Stuff like that, literally speaking to the media and saying that. That's not something Ronaldo's done. What's happened is it's seemingly been drip-fed from his team, I suppose, to the media that he's not happy and that he wants to leave. So it could be for various reasons. It could be also to maybe convince us to sign players. 271 likes, guys. Can we hit the big 300? If you're just joining us, smash that like button on it. Let's get 300 likes. Big Bear, you legend. What's going on, mate? How you doing? Are you missing the FIFA? Smash a 69 in there if you guys are missing the FIFA. We're bringing it back Tuesday night, guys. Tuesday night, and then it's back to normal. I know it's been a bit of a break, and it's not the usual, but we are back Tuesday night as normal. So don't worry about it. It's coming back. Ronaldo, I just hope you guys are still going to be there. Ronaldo went in raw with Juve, says Johnny. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, fair enough. I guess so, actually, at the end there. Ronaldo's headed to Bayern, goes, why replace Lure? Think about it. Yeah, I agree with you, actually, to be fair, Elliot Manduna. It makes sense, but just because it makes sense does not mean that it's going to happen. Why are they saying these things then? Why are they distancing themselves, mate, as they are? Ronaldo's thighs are his media statement, says Rob. Ronaldo's thighs, you say? And then there is media statement in his Man United shorts as well. Absolutely. 274 now. Thank you, Ellie. That is awesome. We're approaching it. Lamer to Manchester United, says Lucky Singh. Interesting. CR7 might sign Sporting Lisbon to stay close to his mom, says Chris, the only one. I like that. But I feel like he could go and join them at any time in the next 5 years and still be wanted by them and still have a great season or two, even at 42 years of age. So why do that now at 37? I don't get that. But then again, maybe to be close to his mom, I get that. Basil the Great, thank you, Basil, says, what a fantastic show, mate. Thank you so much, Basil the Great. Great comment from you there, Basil, lad. Appreciate that one. Thank you so much. Getting piggy with it, says Daryl. Hey, Danny Dobson, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Dude, we got another member of the channel, Mr. Dobson, getting in here raw. Everyone, can you get your Bacon Brigade emojis out for the lads? Get your Bacon Brigade emojis out for the lads. Let's get a cheeky little Bacon Brigade in there for Danny Dobson, who's become a member of the channel. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you for showing support to this channel, man. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Choo-choo! Next stop, transfer disappointmentville. Probably for Man United this summer. But no, okay, I want to ask you this question, everybody in the chat. This is a question I want to ask you. If Man United finished the transfer window having signed De Jong, Eriksen, Martinez, and Malacia, those four players, how would you rate Manchester United's window out of 10 if we signed those four players and nobody else? Rate the window out of 10. Lucky Singh thinks we're looking for another player. We bloody well should be. 2 says Sleep Tight. A nice 8 says Maradonaldinho. 4 out of 10 says Dilvani. 10 says Daryl. 7 says Duncan. 7 says Jake. 5 says Rory. Still no good says Case Later. 4. 7 says Batman. 6 says Face. 4 says Rob. Steady 6 at highest says Players. 8.5 says Rooty. 7 says Simon. 3 says Elliot. 6 says Primot. 8 says Maradonaldinho. 10 says Ulf. Okay, right, guys. Joe Pringle says 8. Chris says 7. Ulf says 10. 3 says Roy. All right, guys. A bit of a mixed batch of answers there. I think very much bang average in the middle. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Because, yes, okay, we will have sorted ourselves out in terms of signing De Jong. And that is a big cog in the midfield, a big cog in the centre of the park there to run the machine of Erik ten Hag, right? That's what, of his style. That's what we're looking for, is to get that all-important, like midfield sort of controller, playmaker, whatever you want to say. That's sort of what we want and sort of what we need. So that would be a big plus point. Malacia's just another left back to come in. No disrespect to him. I think he could go on and take over from Luke Shaw one day, definitely. Maybe even this season. But at the moment, he's coming in to contend with Luke Shaw at left back. It's not a game changer for the team, is what I'm saying. Same goes for Christian Eriksen. He's a backup sort of a player. He might force his way into the first team. It's good to have competition and depth there. He may well play more games than I think he's going to play, but I think he's going to play a rotationary role in the squad. Then we would have another look at Martinez. Well, that's a big plus in my opinion, because he does look a really good player. He is a good age. Ten Hag's got that experience with him. So there's lots of plus points for him. He could replace a human slabby Maguire at the back as well, which is a big, big plus point for me. And he could also play defensive midfield. So that's also a big plus point. So that increases our window rating a bit, but it's still only 5 out of 10, folks. Mata's gone. Pogba went. Pogba going is a plus point, but still that's a big name player. Matic, Mata, Lingard, all these players gone. So we just about replaced them then. We just about replaced those guys if we sign those 4 new players. But that's not very ambitious for a club that should be trying to challenge for the title. And that's what Man United should be doing. I know it's Ten Hag's first season. Should we really be expecting that? No, we shouldn't be expecting of it, but we should have ambitions to try and do so. But because of our owners being a bunch of gash melts, they don't have the ambition to challenge. They just want to get us competitive for top 4 to keep that Champions League money coming in. Bunch of shithouses, really, guys. So let's get a hashtag Glazers out, some green and golds in there, because even if we do sign those players, it's still an average window, I think. I think to have a good window, to have a proper ambitious window that United actually need, we would have to sign those 4 players, Malacia, De Jong, Martinez and Eriksen, plus a couple of other really good players, i.e. Denzel Dumfries comes in and we go and get Yuri Tielemans or Anthony, something like that. That would be a good window for me. But right now, it's a bang average window, even if we sign all those players. Rashford and Martial looking good, says Dabo. Yeah, true, but, consistency is an issue. Let's see if they can do it. K-Slater says, I don't think many of the youth will be in the squad come the season. They'll be loaned. Interesting. There's a few little gems that we could see Ten Hag looking at. People like Iqbal, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, you're probably right, dude. They can't all play. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that a bit tonight. MBS Light Gaming. He says, "Hey Piggy," on Twitter, sources saying United are interested in Ivan Toney from Brentford. If Ronaldo leaves, I don't believe it. I can understand it if Ronaldo leaves, because there's not that much great value for money out there in terms of goal scorers, and he's not going to get you that many goals, though, is he, Ivan Toney? Let's have a look at his record. He did find a bit of form sometimes last season, though. But let's just have a look at his stats. I don't think we're going to be blown away by his goals. Then again, he did get 12 in the Premier League in 33 for Brentford this season, just gone, with 5 assists. Actually, that is quite impressive for a shite team like Brentford. You know what I mean? So he's got a bit of potential about him. He's 26. Listen, it's a second-rate signing. It's even a third-rate, fourth-rate signing, if we're being honest. He's not somebody that's going to come and replace Cristiano Ronaldo, is he? He's not a direct replacement. Cheesy says, respect G, love how you react during matches. Thank you, Chizzy. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for saying that and popping in the stream, man. Lucky Singh says, Charlie Savage, the Manchester United main team. Yeah, he looks good as well. Definitely. Gung, she says, our youth players look really promising to me. Yeah, absolutely. Charlie Savage, Zidane Iqbal, Garnacho looks good. We haven't seen him in preseason yet, but he does look good. And some other players I'm struggling to think of right now. Tony and Eriksen link up at United is fire, says Griffo Chance. Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually, Griffo. I don't know how much it would take to get this guy in, though. Brentford like Man United, says Lucky Singh. Malp says, will Phil Jones ever leave? Oh, man, probably not, dude. He's probably going to retire here, an old man, dude. I don't know. Eriksen will play in the midfield too with De Jong, says Jake. Do you think so? I don't think he will. I think he'll play a bit more advanced up there. I think he'll be challenging Bruno for a CAM spot. Bring back GTA Monday, says Griff. Okay, we've got to bring back FIFA first, mate. Give me a chance. Chris, the only one, says Laird is pretty good too. Sign Roy Keane. Yeah, Laird looks good also. Kieran Cosgrave says, sign Roy Keane. Oh, if only we could open up a portal, lad. Is Dumfries on Manchester United's radar, says Lucky Singh? Apparently he's on Ten Hag's radar, yeah. Dutch vibes. Where is Griffo, says K-State 23. Hey, we need to get some of these fan panel shows back with you guys on for the new season. Definitely. Hannibal could have a massive season. That kid can play, says Whip. Gungshi says, I'd like to see more of Ethan Laird. Definitely looks a good prospect as well. Thank you, Rush Mano. He says, great show, Pig. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you for the updates throughout as well. Absolute gent. Please do check out Rushy's Twitter page. Get your link in the live chat there, Rush Mano, for your Twitter page, transfers_UTD on Twitter. Go and check it out. He posts all the latest updates on his Twitter. It's a great account, and he's got great sources himself. Long-time season ticket holder, etc. Rico Dezulian, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, Rico. You know it makes sense, mate. Appreciate you doing that and hitting the sub up, lad. I'll ask you one more time, in fact, seeing as you just reminded me, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're new, because we cover all the latest United news every day in a no bullshit fashion. Also, drop a like before you go, because we are 16 likes away from 300. Oh, hell yeah. We've got to get the 300, so drop that like on the video, and let's see if we can get there. Thank you, Vusi Manakela. Ashley Bailey says, Christian Eriksen is so good. United bought him just so we don't play against him in the first game of the season, says Ashley Bailey. We got Brighton first game of the season, mate. Nice one, Ashley. Surprising to see Ajax get their Martinez replacement already, says Chris, the only one. All right, yeah, okay, so yeah, they are doing some business, aren't they, Ajax as well, getting in some players. Awawole Hamad says Manchester United should try and sign Anthony to boost our attacking and provide more competition in the attacking areas. Awawole, great comment. Yeah, I mean, he's also another Ten Hag player, 22, Brazilian, exactly the sort of player we should be looking to sign with big potential. Special one says Zidane and Martinez in midfield don't need De Jong. like it, special one. He does look really good, Zidane. Chris says, I saw Eriksen play his first game at Ajax at 17. Oh, nice. Looking at your membership options, YouTube or Patreon or both. Anthony Young, mate, thank you. I have got both of those set up, actually. They should be links in the description. I don't know where the link to the membership is, but maybe if you put !member, does it pop up? Can't remember, but thank you so much for considering becoming a member. But yeah, there is a Patreon link in the description below. Thank you so much for wanting to support the show, man. K-State says, all you legend mods in the chat keeping everything on the up and up. Definitely, man. Let's get some love hearts in there for these moderators around here who do keep these shows smooth. Future Man United midfielder consistent as Savage, Iqbal and Hannibal. Looks exciting. Come on, Showcat, mate. Showcat Khan, what a great comment. In the future, give it 5 years. That could be our midfield, man. I was born in Dorset, mate, Robin, in the UK. Yo, what's going on, Kingslayer? I hate a special one. Can't rely on Zidane. He's good, but too young to be relied upon. Yeah, that's true. Bring these guys through properly and slowly and correct. Any FIFA tonight, Pig? Not tonight. Sorry, Ghost. Will be Tuesday, though, bud. Connor Frank's getting those love hearts in there. Joe Pringle says midfield possibility, Piggy. Maybe a sneaky bid for Alan St. Maximum. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I think we're sort of okay in the wide areas, personally. At the moment, I think we've got quite a lot. Remains to be seen whether they can do it consistently for us and revitalise themselves. But people like Martial, Rashford can hopefully have a good season. Ilanga's there, obviously. Pelistri, Amad Diallo, Sancho. I'm not too worried about getting wide players in. But in regards to midfielders and like possibilities for destroyers, like people like Sangare, I'd be interested. Ian Dawn says, sign Sangare, takes the pressure off the Jong signing. Good comment. If Ten Hag was French, we'd be signing a lot of French players. Do you think it's too many Dutch players? No, I don't actually, Philip. No, I don't really think so. I think it's good. And also the players he signed are not even necessarily Dutch. It's just like, I mean, look, Malassi is Dutch, to be fair. De Jong is. Christian Eriksen's not. And also Anthony isn't. So, it's more just players he feels are right for his team. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to wrap this video up because it's just getting to nearly 11:30. I can't believe how long we go on sometimes. And it doesn't even feel like we've been speaking for an hour and 23 minutes, but we actually have done. So I'm going to finish the show there. But we've got 293 likes. It's almost 300. So please do drop a like before you go. And before we go, we got another super chat. This one's from Sleep Tight. Thank you so much, Sleep Tight. Appropriate name at the moment as well. He says, I heard De Jong is staying at Cosmopolitan. Hang on a sec. I heard De Jong is staying at Cosmopolitan in Vegas for the Classico match, and I worked there. So don't worry, Piggy. I'm going to convince him. Oh, nice one there, Sleep Tight, mate. Come on. See if you can snag a cheeky little video of the guy, mate. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much, Sleep Tight, man. Yeah, let us know if you get a sighting of him, mate. Let us know if you do. That's class. 303 likes. Baby, we did it. That's so awesome, everyone. Seriously, that's great. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that subscribe button as well. Getting us to 60,500 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you guys that watches and supports this show and does your thing by getting in here and chatting. You know, it really does... makes my day, guys. Thank you very much for having the community sense of vibe with me here. The Baker Brigade is awesome. Shout out to you all. Thank you for watching. Sorry if I missed any of your comments. I do try to stick around and read as many out as I can. Thank you, CV says top show, but thank you so much. Sleep tight. Yeah, thank you, Vutinator, you legend. Lucky Singh, Whip, playlist account, Scoojo1. Thank you, playlist. Scoojo, Jake. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Lucky Singh, Mark Nurse, Dilvani as well, you legend. Going to melt in the garage. Definitely, Dilvani. Thank you, Gungshi says, great show, Pig. Thank you so much, Gungshi legend. Stay till 300 likes. We did it, Vusi. Herodi says, thanks, Pigger, mate. Great company as usual. Thank you so much, Herodi, for getting in, boss. I'm actually interested in Spurs and their window at the moment, to be fair, Herodi. They seem to be making strides, don't they? Thank you for getting in, Herodi. Thank you, Vincent Bullock, as well. Oh, Carney Chuka will make only £20 million from Villa Pig. Yeah, I saw that link as well, actually. Is it Aston Villa? No. Sorry, who is going in for him, actually? Wait a second, sorry. Yeah, no, it's Aston. Who's going to be going in to buy Aston? Who's going to be going to buy him from Aston Villa, mate? I don't know. Barcelona apparently lead the chase. That's what Fabrizio Romano said. But yeah, there's some options there. Nah, don't reckon. Thank you, Connor Franks. He says, the channel getting bigger, Piggy. You're a natural. Thank you so much. Hey, we got a new Patreon member, man. Anthony Ong. Shout out, Anthony Ong. Are you still in the live chat, mate? Thank you for becoming a patron on Patreon, dude. Get in there, my son. Patreon's an amazing way to support the channel, honestly, mate, because they take a lot less fee than YouTube. So you're a bloody legend for doing that, man. Thank you so much, Anthony Ong. What a legend. Thank you, Anthony. He says, okay, done. Become a patron. Anthony, mate, thank you so much. Can we get some love hearts in the live chat there for Anthony Ong? I need to get a notification for that somehow, don't I? But I got an email through, so thank you so much, Anthony Young. He says, yes, I love Patreon. Legend, mate. Thank you so much. Love hearts in the chat there for Anthony. Thank you for the support. Thank you to all the members in green here. Connor, Maradonaldinho, Whip, United Till I Die, Vuti, everyone who's a channel member on YouTube as well for supporting this channel, supporting this show, Gungshi, everyone, the mad support. It's crazy, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like before you go. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Click the bell icon for notifications. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com. Good night there, Nesco as well from Kenya. Chris Barker, Batman, Awawole Hamad as well. Thank you, Awawole. Lucky Singh, Vutinator, Rushmano, Solskjaer, Nas, Whip, Kieran Cosgrave, Daryl, Vincent Bullock, Mark Nurse. Thank you very much there, Vincent Bullock, mate. Says Pig only getting bigger and better because I teach how to do it. Yeah, that's right, Vincent, man. You the inspiration. Good night, Elliot, Philip, Kingslayer, Anthony. Appreciate that, Anthony. It's morning here in Singapore, mate. Shout out to you in Singapore. The Baker Brigade grows even more global. Legend. Good night there, Rob and Triple B and Vusi and Sleep Tight. Better late than never, Triple B. Watch the show back, mate. That's it for the show. Catch you on the next one. We'll be keeping you up to date tomorrow with the latest updates in regards to, well, hopefully De Jong, if there is anything new. Hopefully Martinez could be announced very soon as well. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel, guys. We'll be back around lunchtime with a cheeky little morning and afternoon update for you. Good night, Sleep Tight, Chris Barker, Nesco, Daryl, Vusi, and everybody else. Triple B. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's it for the show. Stay classy, and remember, Piggy loves you. And remember, when the seagulls follow the troll. As this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Sweating my month off.